Ever wonder what would happen if heaven and hell would merge with Earth? I'm not talking about a regular Black Friday sales in an electronics store, no. Today we're taking a look at Graywalkers Purgatory, a turn-based RPG just entering early access. I am Dan, and let me be your guide in this post-apocalyptic world. It's a hard word to say, by the way. And I'll roll the gameplay, and I will see you right after this. So, the studio behind this game, Dreamlord Digital Incorporated, is said to be heavily influenced by games like XCOM, Jagged Alliance and Fallout. I for once remember sinking countless of hours into XCOM Terror of the Deep back in '97, instead of course, doing my schoolwork. So to give you a little bit of a backstory to set the mood, Heaven and Hell has merged with Earth caused by an event called the Rupture. We play as the prophesied leader of the 36 Righteous One, who are now called the Graywalkers. So what is a Graywalker, I hear you say? I'm glad you asked. A Graywalker walked the path between heaven and hell and darkness and light. Isn't that poetic? Since we are called the 36 Righteous One, you can count on that there are 35 more Graywalkers to find, and if we manage to recruit them, we can reclaim the world from these pesky invaders. Okay, let's get this show on the road, shall we? We have mission mode, which is the one we can actually play at the moment, where you actually do some missions to get some more heroes to play with. Then we have preludes that are explore the world of Graywalkers with short single-player campaigns, each focusing on a particular Graywalker character. Let's see if we can actually do that one. Not yet, though. We have one actually I can see there, but I think we're gonna start with the missions. Campaign comes later. Okay, so here's the starting screen where you can see that we actually can have more players to use, but at the moment we have none, so we have to play some missions to be able to acquire more of them. So let's see what missions we can do. Walk over graves, for instance. This is played on version 1.0.1. I played on the previous version and recorded some also, so we will see if there's some difference in how the gameplay is, because they did a lot of updates actually, and really fast also. But this one can max use 4 characters, and we have to find out what's happening in the cemetery and defeat all enemies basically in there. I just want to point out, have you seen this animated Father Reuben here on the side? He looks amazing. So let's launch the mission and see how the game is. As they arrive, they notice in the distant light in the heart of the graveyard. Scouting the area, they discover that the lights are coming from a magical ritual being performed. Performing the ritual seems to be an arcanist, in the case some sort of warlock or necromancer. Whatever it is he's doing, you know it can't be good, and you realize it has to be stopped. Now all you have to do is to get to him through the small army of skeletons in the way. Sounds easy, right? Really good looking loading screens, by the way. So here we go. Just want to give a quick little shout out to the people making the music for this game. It's amazing. Especially the intro music here, that epic. I like that one. Okay, so here we are as Father Reuben. If you wonder why I'm hovering all the vehicles and other things are there, it's actually a lot of items you might forget to pick up when you play this game the first time. I did it. And this is his skills actually. And he's level 5, so I guess he can actually level up also. Just a quick look at those. He has a spell, he can exercise. It costs 6 action units, and here is our inventory, by the way. Good thing to know is that in between different fighting or fights you can actually reload your weapons and heal. That's a good thing here. So I know there's skeletons there, and I accidentally misclicked, so let's start this fight directly. He can still see me, but I'm hoping I can shoot him in the back. Yeah, that we did pretty well actually. Everything you do costs action units, and you have a max of 12 every round. It's either move or fight, or heal yourself, for instance. And these skeletons obviously have ears, because they can hear me fighting. And we still have a pretty good percentage. So let's see if we can continue shooting these ones. The first time I played this map actually, and the difference I can notice right away is actually the improvements in point blank range fighting. So that being said, we just wait for these three actually to line up and continue to fire away. You can see there when the eyes are popping up with a dash through them, they can't see you. If I would run and hide behind a wall, but since they already know where I am, it's better to just stay put. Let's zoom in a little bit so you actually can see the fight, because now all the enemies are concentrated, so the camera won't jump around. We will slowly break them down, right? I like the miss animation, almost like a little dance. You can actually shoot them when they're on the ground also. It happens to me a couple of times. Resisted 7. Need to reload. That is a common thing, but that you can do between fights also, so don't forget that one. Here's your action units, your health, and your energy. There we go. 4 skeletons down. Let's see if we can find some loot, right? Because I think we need to travel way up a little bit on the map to meet the rest of the people over here. There's one crate. That's the one we need to meet. You can actually start with the missions where you get a companion directly if you don't like to play it solo, so to speak. And those are for vampires actually. But we are a slayer. So we can bring it perhaps to when we get to play with the vampire. It's always good to check your inventory. That one I actually missed the first time playing. Took half the map actually, or even more, before I realized I had a heavier weapon than the pistol. But the environment looks really good actually. And we shall now slowly progress and try to stay hidden actually. Because as long as you can't see... Okay. Who are you and why do you intrude upon my rituals? You better have a good reason to interrupting me. I have an army to resurrect. It's actually an apprentice. Let's see... Let's just go to combat, right? We're here to kill them either way. You will resurrect the dead no longer. And now he sends his minions to attack. But we want to stay hidden from him all the time, because he has a range attack. So as long as he don't see us, we can try to pick off the skeletons. And there you see on him actually still a crossed over eye, so he still can see us. And you can actually sneak around the corner, shoot, and if you have action units left, you can actually step back and they're still standing there. So you can see that also opening boxes or crates or stuff like that will actually also costs action units. First time I played this map, I actually had a great difficulty actually defeating these ones, but it was before this patch, so I had to actually ward them down so much that they didn't have any action units left, so they couldn't attack me. Then eventually I won. My idea with this is to show you... Oh, I've stepped right through the building. To show you the first map and a little bit about one of the other, actually, so you get to see some team or with another member in the party. You're gonna hear that's not enough action units left. You're gonna hear that one a lot. But as you can see, I still haven't moved. So now probably all the skeletons will approach us. You also have melee fighting, and you have defensive stands, and later on if you meet vampires you can use a stick for that. But we will use the MP5 now. That has improved a lot actually with this patch. Before, it was really hard to hit them with that weapon on point blank, so kudos to the developers actually. He resisted a lot. And we missed. That happens also in point blank. Look at that. Dodge. Then I haven't activated any defensive stand yet though. There we go. One down. Let's see, he still don't move actually. So we should be pretty safe. Of course, if we reload in time. Now you can see that our energy are almost running out, so we will soon have to focus on restoring that one. See, this button over here does it if you have enough action units to use it. You recover and you get 10 energy. We can actually continue picking these off. And while switching through different shooting styles or settings, you actually can see the percentage of how likely it is for you to be able to hit. Aim pistol gives a lot of percentage. And I like the crow in the background. It reminds me a little bit about Diablo actually. Up to the left you can see our turns. In between all of them, and since most of them are dead now, it's just us. Two left here. He seems to be stuck, this skeleton, actually. Otherwise he might have moved. I always forget to reload. Wait for a turn. There we go. Now I want to go to that box, because I know it contains a weapon. But as you can see, I have not enough points to pick it up. So we have to end the turn and wait. Also, switching weapons during fights costs points. Reloading cost action points. So as you can see there, I couldn't switch weapon yet. So do you want to do a lot of changes? Do it between fights, actually. So let's load this gun up and try it on the boss. And we continue to sneak so you can't see us. He won't even know what hit him. Might have to wait the turn, actually. You can see that there will only remain 3. So let's be sneaky. It's still 85% to hit him from the back, so stay here. Aim, shoot. 64 now, though. And sneak back. You see? So let's do that one again, shall we? And see if he moves this time. Yes, he did. And he saw us. That is his range attack I was talking about. Unholy. Maybe we can shoot him from here. 78%. I'll take that. There we go. Your team managed to defeat the Necromancer and dispatch of the remaining skeletons. Luckily, the team stopped the ritual before they completed it. Way to us! Unfortunately, though, it's not clear what exactly they were after here. Raising an army? I guess that's a mystery to discover for another day. Perhaps we return there again? So, as you can see now, it scrolls out, because you can actually press leave map if you like, but I will just give you a little tip here, so don't leave yet. On most maps you might have missed some points or places to loot, so stay here and collect all these before you actually click the leave map. Right, for this one actually we are joined by Akiko, which if we make it through this map and kill all the vampires, she will hopefully join our team. But I wanted to show a little more of gameplay with her and see how it is to fight vampires. A little tip, it's good to at least have one member who has those silver stakes, so you can actually attack the vampires. So we'll see here soon if we move up that we will wait actually for our turn. Not to worry, they will come to us, right? Let's try this stake, shall we? Here we have pierce, we have slash, and we have double slash. I think it's called double strike actually. It's a stake of silver, so let's try it, shall we? Oh, we missed. 42% is not much though. 12 in silver damage. And she is rocking a double barrel sort of shotgun. So let's see if she hits the mark. No, she did not. But you can also blood feeding bite, for instance, which we missed. So let's see, zoom in a little bit, sometimes a little tricky to click. There we go. Time to move up and finish off this vampire over here, shall we? Not defensive stand yet though. What am I trying to do? Probably shoot him. There we go. Not enough action units or ammo. But she is using those blood bags we found earlier actually to heal up. We missed. Oh, let's reload and hope she don't miss, because then she would technically shoot us in the face. Or farther, actually. And she missed. Lucky for us that the bullets don't continue their travel. No, he danced like he moonwalked away from that one too. There we go. So as you can see, this map is in a dungeon and the mission is to actually clear them all out. Alright, I just wanted to show you that we actually got the agent, Akiko, as we can make her join our team. And since the missions also are replayable, you can actually go back and play them once more if you want to try them out again or level up your agents, so to speak. Alright, so it's time to wrap things up and talk a bit more about how this has been. I would like to remind you that it's still in early access. It's just comparing the earlier version with this shows that the studio works fast and make great improvements along the way. The intro music is my account amazing, as you can hear here, right in the background. There is another great track, also a more rockier one, on one of the missions when you play it. Hopefully you will look forward to that. Me, myself, I'm really looking forward to seeing what the studio makes of the game and look forward to seeing how the game will progress. The game is out on Steam and links to that are, as always, in the description below. But before we go, I would like to also say thank you for you all for watching, and until next time, stay awesome.